Hello YouTubers, it's Aria. Welcome back to my channel. So you guys, I'm still trying to get used to my new haircut, so sorry if I look a little like, I don't know, frumpy. uh, yeah, but anyways, I wanted to talk about a couple of the reasons why I did not get the COVID-19 vaccine. Now, these reasons aren't in any particular order of importance. Um, so let's see. Yeah, so to begin, I mean, I definitely take the COVID-19 pandemic super, super seriously, and it's not like it wasn't a light decision to not get the vaccine. I just think that it needs more time, at least for me, because I don't feel like they had a very representative sample in the clinical trials of people that have inflammatory and autoimmune conditions. And to me, it's important that they include people that have those conditions because, having CRPS, it acts like an autoimmune disease and it's inflammatory, and I need to make sure that there won't be any long-term side effects from the vaccine. Now, I'm part of an online support group for CRPS, and some members in there have said that they didn't really experience any out of the normal side effects, but I know some members did say that it triggered like a flare-up, and it triggered like a flare-up for the first time in years. And I just, you know, I don't want to aggravate my condition. I don't want to make it worse. I don't want it to spread even more. It just terrifies me. To me, my reality right now is having CRPS, um, and 2 years ago it was so hard to manage it, and I don't want to go back to having to I don't want to go back to unmanageable pain. I don't. And so that's probably the worst thing that scares me, is that I don't want to go through another flare up. I Yeah, and I did ask one of my doctors about it, and he just said that there is no research. Well, actually, I asked him if I had a higher, if I was like at higher risk for getting COVID, and he just said, there's just not any research. No research has been done, so yeah, and yeah, no research has been done, and it probably won't be with, rare diseases and CRPS patients and the COVID-19 vaccine and COVID. But every day I feel like they're coming out with new news of like side effects and finding out more information. Like now they're saying that transplant patients have a 50% chance of developing the antibodies because of their immune system. So they need some patients need multiple doses just to get the antibodies. And yeah, so things like that. And then I am worried about rare side effects like paralysis, not Bell's palsy, and like the lady who, I forgot if it was in Tennessee or what area, but a lady who was pretty young, in her 30s, she started getting paralyzed 12 hours after the vaccine, and now she's slowly recovering, but it's just like one of those rare side effects that scares me, because I have a rare disease, and it doesn't matter how rare or common the side effects are. Once it happens to you, it like disrupts your life. And yeah, so I don't want to have another rare side effect. I don't want to be another yeah, so there's that too. And then another reason is that if anything were to happen, like that, like deaths or just like paralysis or long-term damage or like the blood clots that some people have had, you cannot hold these companies liable for anything. And that really bothers me, because what if you do end up paralyzed or having a really bad side effect and you need treatment and it just changes your life? Like, how are you not, how are you not going to hold companies liable for that if they're the ones that are providing these vaccines to millions of people? And so I probably will not be getting a vaccine until, it is FDA approved, and I can hold these companies liable if anything were to happen. And then the next thing is that I've already been through so many injections the last couple of months, and I will probably have more injections, and I'm sure my immune system is all out of balance. And I just I want to pause, I don't want to keep getting injections. Like, every injection that I get is because I need the treatment, or else I wouldn't be getting it, or getting them. And I just can't imagine having 3 shots right now for a vaccine that will only last, like 6 months is what they think. And then an annual, no. I need to wait for a company to come out with one vaccine that will only be required annually. And Johnson and Johnson, I guess, would have been an option, but their like their effectiveness rate, I forgot how you say that, but just like the rate of protection, oh my god, I forgot, but yeah, it's not that high. And yeah, like contaminations and like other things, it just doesn't, it's not promising either. So I think I just need to give it a little bit more time, and wait until, and wait. I mean, if I do get COVID, obviously I don't want COVID, and I understand there are long-term effects, but considering like everything, like how I'm not working, I don't have face-to-face contact with people really, besides like physical therapy and my doctor's appointments, I don't have like, I guess, a high risk, and I'm still, in my 20s, so that seems to be okay. So I don't think I think I am like at high risk because I have asthma, and my CRPS really messes up my blood pressure and just like my system. But at the same time, I feel like most of the time I'm at home and not putting myself in like public places, and if I do go somewhere, I'm always wearing a mask. And yeah, so I mean, if I do get COVID, there's more than a 90% chance that I will survive. And then if I do get COVID, then at that point, I guess I could test for the antibodies and see if I'll have protection, So yeah, so I don't know. For me, the worst thing would be to flare up my CRPS. I mean, if I am more scared of CRPS than COVID, because CRPS has disrupted my life for the last 2 years. And I mean, if I do end up getting COVID and it causes like any long-term side effects, then I'll have to deal with that. I'll have to deal with like my choices, but I don't want to risk anything, anything more. It's not an easy decision. I mean, there's not like a perfect choice or a perfect option. Like, they both have consequences, and I just don't want to risk anything. But yeah, so that's like the reason why I haven't gotten the vaccine. My family has gotten the vaccine. a lot of people that I know have gotten the vaccines and have rushed to get vaccines. Uh, but I personally, I'm not in a rush, and I have put myself at risk by going to like the ambulatory centers to get these nerve block injections, and I haven't gotten sick, thankfully, because I do have to take my mask off at some point when I'm in there. But I haven't gotten like anything, thankfully. Um, so the only thing I can do is keep taking those measures and just, be try to be safe about it. And yeah. So right now, I think I'm just going to wait until more time passes on, and we'll see what happens, you know? Okay, guys. Well, I'm filming not from my phone, but from my laptop. So the quality of the camera might be a little bit off, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.